Hey everyone, welcome back to Pokémon Insurgence. Hope everybody is staying happy, healthy, and safe. On the last part, we finally made our way here to Mechi Town. So we explored Mechi Town as well as took out Nora, and this time she did use her Celebi, which was kind of rough. We also discovered the secret bases, and I showed off the many features of these secret bases, which was pretty cool. Also, I've already bought everything. I kind of did a little bit of grinding against the gentleman with the electrode that was Choice Specs. So now I have basically all the features, and I have a ton of plushies here as well. You could also buy traps, so if you really wanted to mess with people. This base is online though, so if you want to come on here and check things out, you're more than welcome to. You can even steal my flag if you want to. So on this part, we are going to be leaving good old Mechi Town, and we are going to be making our way down over here to the next route. So I'm going to go ahead and pop out some repel. You may also notice the new hat. Actually, let me slow it down. You can see it better. It's supposed to spin around as you walk. They call it a beanie, but it's not really a beanie to me. It's more like a propeller cap. You know, beanies typically don't look like that. So anyways, here is Route 4. And immediately on Route 4, you may notice a Hidden Grotto. So again, I'm going to put up the encounters for Route 4 really quickly. And then I'm going to put up the encounters for the Hidden Grotto really quickly. So the encounters for the grotto should be on screen right now. There's actually a very special encounter in this grotto, but it's kind of a low chance, and I'm going to have to reset a lot for it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take my chances. No, that's not it. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to soft reset quite a bit, but hopefully I will see you back when I find that very special encounter. Okay, I'm actually impressed here. It took one reset. I'm not even kidding. Usually I have the worst luck with these playthroughs, but this is going to be the Delta Sunkern. So I'm going to go ahead and encounter it, show it off right here. It's going to be a poison and fire type, which it's technically the first of its kind until Generation 7 gave us Salazzle and its evolution line. Also, you may notice that Ambipom is a little bit trained up. I trained up most of the Deltas. We're going to be using Deltas mostly in this playthrough. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and capture this. I probably won't be using this or its evolution, the Delta Sunflora, for quite a while. There's something really special that they're going to get, which means I'll be trying to use that later on. So for now, you can go to the PC, and hopefully we don't have to deal with you for quite a bit. So again, it's another Delta species discovered by Dink, Rabbit, and Echo the Third. And it is able to emit a purple fire that poisons its enemies. That's pretty dark. So I'm actually really happy with that. I'm going to save right after that. I don't want anything to happen to that Delta Sunkern. So up over here we have a Fearow. So you can battle this Fearow, you can capture it, you can even run away from it. So I'm going to run away from it. After you defeat it, capture it, or whatever, it will drop an item, and that item will be TM116 Pluck. So that's pretty cool. As soon as we can surf here, I'm actually going to start surfing to the right immediately, and eventually we should find a bit of an opening up here, and this opening will also have a bit of a shack, and you'll see this. So again, I recommend saving before you go to grab this thing. Especially before you grab this thing. This is going to be the Delta Ralts. If you know anything about Delta Ralts, or if you know anything about Ralts, you know that obviously its final evolutions could be either Gallade, or it could also be Gardevoir, but if you want the Gallade, then you need to make sure that it's male. Also, something else I want to mention here, because I completely forgot to mention it in the last part. Stationary Pokemon like these are excellent to hunt for specific natures, especially if you have a Pokemon with Synchronize. If you don't know, Synchronized Pokemon have a out-of-battle effect, where if you put them in your party in the first slot and you go to encounter a Pokemon, there is a 50% chance that the Pokemon that you encounter will have the Synchronizer's nature. And if you go to Route 3, you can encounter Wild Curly and Ralts who have the ability Synchronize. So, for instance, if I wanted this to be a Delta Gallade, and I had a Adamant Ralts, I would encounter this with a 50% chance that this would be an Adamant Ralts. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to save right here, and we're going to capture this thing, just to kind of show it off. I actually really like this sprite. Alright, so I actually finally caught it here. It's a Delta species discovered by Echo the Third in Zero Breaker. It uses its own ice and electricity to help make its trainer's life easier. So it is indeed electric ice type. That is such a good typing. So you may notice that mine is actually a male. So what this means is this will be going to the PC for now, but I want to leave it up to you to decide what this will evolve into. I mainly want to see what people's opinions are. What should I grab? Should I wait and get a Delta Gallade, or should I just go ahead and get a Delta Gardevoir? Both of them have different strengths and weaknesses. I think Delta Gardevoir has the stronger stabs, because Delta Gardevoir could run things like Blizzard, it could run Thunder, or it could even run just Bolt Beam, which is basically Thunderbolt and Ice Beam, which is pretty consistent. It also has a decent boosting move in Calm Mind, but Delta Gallade has the Sword Stance, and it can really boost up really quickly. So let me know what you think that I should be using. Alright, so here we are in Vipik City. I don't think I said that right. There's actually a lot of items to grab here in Vipik City, though. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this Super Repel. I want to mention that this pond doesn't have any Pokemon on it, so that's why you're not seeing an encounters list for this area, unfortunately. So I think I'm going to actually start off in the corner down here. So you'll notice that we can't actually leave the city yet. That's kind of unfortunate. However, if we make our way over to this house over here, we can talk to this shady looking man, and he will give us a heavy ball. That's pretty nice of him. Very nice of him, I should say. Up here, if we go to the second floor, we can talk to another shady looking man, and he will want to sell us an egg for 2,500 Pokedollars. So this egg is actually a Togepi egg. So that's pretty cool. I think this might be the earliest that you can get Togepi, even with the Friendsvari. Over here, if we come behind here and go behind this tree, there is actually the TM for spikes behind the tree. So it might be a little bit hard to see. It's also a great ball. This lady over here also has something nice to say. This tree trunk is really spooky. People said that sometimes a weird creature could be heard from inside at night. And it's true. I started leaving little treats in the tree during the day, and they'd be gone by the next morning. I just wish I could be around at night to see what's behind all this. So that's interesting. We're going to get back to that a little bit later. If we come over here and talk to this miner, he's got something good for us too. Are you a trainer? I have a lot of respect for you. Tried training Pokemon, but I just couldn't do it. Take this. He will give us the Cleanse Tag. Oh, he doesn't have anything else for us, or he doesn't want to say anything about the Cleanse Tag. That's kind of unfortunate. The Cleanse Tag will keep all Pokemon away if it is held by the first Pokemon in your party. It's kind of like a pseudo-repel trick, basically. Anyways, in this house, we'll talk to this girl over here, and she will offer to trade Pokemon with us. And she would like to trade Sneasel for Floette. So unfortunately, we can't find Floette in the wild. We can pretty soon, but it won't be until after we can leave this city. And unfortunately, you can find them in the Friendsvari, but they're in your third slot, so you won't be able to find them at the moment either. We can also come into this house over here. This man is very interesting. He's been developing a chemical that accelerates Pokemon growth. Basically, it makes eggs hatch faster. They need less steps to hatch. And he can put it on an egg vase if we want, but he charges $1 Pokédollar for every step. So it's kind of expensive when you think about it for certain Pokemon, but it's actually a really good deal. It's also why I suggested if you get a secret base and if you put the daycare manager inside of your secret base, you want to put it next to the entrance of your secret base. So basically, I'll enter the Pokemon Center right here to show this off. It's unfortunate that Vipik City's Pokemon Center is a Pokemon Mall instead, because we have to run all the way from these bookcases right here, which is where you would enter the secret base in the Pokemon Center. But basically, you would run all the way from here over to that man's house when you have 5 eggs, and he would just hatch them all for you, if you were breeding. Anyways, finally, we have this town right here. If we talk to the Volbeat inside of this town, it will be holding a bug gym. If we make our way to the top floor, though, and talk to this boy... Hey, if you can show me a varied Pokedex, I'll give you a good rod. How does that sound? Show me a Pokedex with 25 Pokemon caught. So I will be coming back to this guy, or this boy, a little bit later to claim the good rod. However, the good rod encounters will now be on the screen as we enter new in different areas. And there's, oh yeah, there is one item that we can grab in here. It's a little bit silly though. So if we come all the way back here to the second floor of the Pokemon Mall, we talk to this old man. I suppose you're just talking to people, hoping for gifts and items. How rude. Youngsters these days have no respect. But I suppose I should encourage this behavior. Here you are. And he will give us a super potion to encourage our bad and awful habits. Although, unfortunately, that's just kind of how it is in RPGs. Also, if you're wondering, yes, the Pikataxi guy is back. He's going to be over here if you want to travel. And finally, there is going to be the TM for Frost Breath all the way over here in this corner. And that is everything in Vipik City. Well, that's not quite true exactly. Sorry, this is just me from the future. I've already recorded mostly everything. So I realized at one point that there is one thing that we didn't do in Vipik City yet. One thing that I neglected. The moment you enter Vipik City, you can actually deal with this as well. So we already talked to this girl over here regarding the tree trunk being a little bit spooky. And of course, she mentioned that she was feeding it. Isn't that typically a recipe for disaster? Well, we're going to talk to the tree trunk. There's a hole in this tree trunk that seems to be big enough for your hand to fit inside. Would you like to try leaving a treat inside? Sure. There are a ton of different items that we can actually leave here inside of the tree trunk. Not all of them will attract what's been coming here to feed, though. So for instance, the leftovers are there. Please don't leave your leftovers there, by the way. It's not going to work. However, the only items that will work would be a Castilia cone, honey, lava cookies, the old Ghetto, the Rage Candy Bar, the Rare Candy, the Sweethearts, they're basically little chocolate sweethearts, and the Whipped Dream. Nothing else will work. Not berry juice, not balm mushrooms, not big mushrooms, not other berries, not energy roots. So I am going to sacrifice my rare candy and leave that behind. And we're going to try checking back later to see if anything has taken this rare candy. Before we do that, we're actually going to have to change our clock. So we're going to have to change our time to anything between midnight and 6 a.m. Anything in between will be fine. So I have changed my time. If you haven't already, go inside a house to kind of reset everything. So I'm going to go inside a house and exit. And we'll see this terrifying creature outside. The startled Pokemon will attack. So this is going to be the Delta Wooper. It's absolutely insane. It's pretty cool too. It's not that good though. It is a fire and grass type. Again, it's another Delta species discovered by Echo III. This mischievous Pokemon likes to surprise people on Halloween with tons of candy. Nice. So, nope, I will not be giving a nickname to this Pokemon. This is a really weird Pokemon, and I'll probably be struggling to find a use for it to show it off later on. But anyways, with that said, back to past me, you can go ahead and talk to Damian. I know that's what you want to do. So finally, we can come up here and we can talk to Damian. Hey, Icy. Are you here to take on the Vipik City Gym? So am I. I'm just getting ready. I mean, I'm sure you and Nora won't have much trouble, knowing you two were chosen by Mew and Celebi and all. Excuse me. Pardon my interruption, but did I hear one of you two mention Mew? No, of course not. We would... no, we didn't. I see. My apologies then. I'll be on my way. Well, that was close. Nobody's supposed to know about that, remember? Nora said that there was a prophecy or something. Anyways, good luck on the gym. I'm going to go train a bit, then take it on myself. Alright, that's cool. Damian can do whatever he wants to do. Of course, Vipik City Gym, and the leader is Xavier. There's really not much for us to do at this point, so we might as well enter the gym and take it on. I actually like this gym guide. Normally, I check out the gym and I try to ignore the gym guides, or I'm just like, give me my fresh water and please shut up. This guy has a good opening line. What's poppin', little Machoppin'? Never mind. Welcome to the Vipik City Gym. The leader here, Xavier, runs a forest-themed gym. That's right. This gym is dual-typed. It's based around a theme, and not a type. Bug and poison types are the name of the game. Whenever you're ready, just climb into the hole in the tree. This gym is a maze of tree holes. Take this. Good luck. Yeah, I really appreciate this gym guide. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and actually take on all the gym trainers and clear them out, and then we'll rush to the back and take on Xavier. Okay, so I haven't actually defeated all the gym trainers yet, but I do want to show this off really quickly. So my Ambipom just hit level 32. It's learning double hit, which I will be teaching it, so I guess I'll get rid of Fury Swipes. So after this battle, my Ambipom will actually evolve into Ambipom, and I just want to make sure that I show that off. Alright, so here it is. So our Ambipom has now evolved into Ambipom. I really don't like to keep the evolutions off screen, and besides that, these are kind of fake Pokemon and nobody's really... You might not have seen this before, so I do like to make sure that I give them their own special attention. Anyways, this time I really will talk to you after I take care of the rest of the gym trainers. Alrighty, so we're back. I've taken care of all the gym trainers, which is kind of annoying in this gym. Mainly because in order to actually get to all the gym trainers, you have to kind of go the wrong way. Which is just a little bit annoying, unfortunately. Nothing else too eventful actually happened, but I will be talking about my team really quickly as soon as we get to Xavier. So first off, getting to Xavier is pretty easy. We want to go into this tree, we want to go up and to the right, or to the left, and exit out that tree. We also want to go into this tree as soon as we take care of that bug catcher over there. After we do, we want to go to the right and exit out right here. And we found him. We have found the weird Hippie. Trust me, if you battle some of these trainers, they will tell you some very weird things about Xavier. I'm not sure I want to talk about them though. So, time to go for my team. Ambipom evolved, obviously. I showed that off. It's actually really cool. I really like the idea. the speed is actually really, really good. So Ambipom has Fake Out, Shadow Punch, Momento, and Double Hit. Momento is mainly what I'm going to be using it for here. I'll be showing that off in a little bit. Grimer is kind of the same as always. It has Magnitude now, so that's cool. Ghetto is kind of alright. Dazzling Gleam, Misty Terrain, Work Up, Facade. Durant has Crunch now, or maybe it did already, I'm not sure. Charmeleon has Dragon Breath and Shadow Ball. I got access to those moves and I figured I'm probably not going to be going for the Twister Confuse Ray hacks anymore. It's a little bit too risky for me. And then Cleaver over here has Low Sweep, Bulk Up, Ice Shard, and Slash. So Bulk Up is a TM that we have access to right now. I believe Bulk Up was the TM that you would get at the end of Torn Cave. I'm not sure. But Scyther can learn it. It's fantastic for setting up. I have these very specific moves right now because, well, you'll see in a bit. I mainly just needed some normal coverage, so I'm carrying Slash for this purpose. And Ice Shard is always priority. It's very low base power. And Low Sweep is, well, it's Low Sweep. Basically, it's the only physical fighting stab this thing has access to at the moment. And I think that's everybody on the team. I also did training in between parts, you know. At this point, you kind of wanted to be around level 30 by the time you got to Vipik City, and at this point, we're around level 35, kind of all over the place, actually. I do want to make sure that I'm not over-leveled, though. Especially on Pokemon like Cleaver, who are traded Pokemon, they have different original trainers, which means they gain experience much, much faster. Cleaver is very prone to being over-leveled, and there are obedience caps in this game. They're very, very generous. I think for like one badge, traded Pokemon will obey us up to level 40, which is very, very generous in my opinion. But how about we deal with Xavier right here? I'm just going to do a safety save in case anything goes wrong. And we're going to talk to the man. What's good? The name's Xavier. I train Pokemon as a profession. I'm the leader here. You here to battle? Sweet! I'll take you on whenever you're ready. I'm not as much of a pushover as I look. Plus, I have a little surprise up my sleeve. Let's get started. He is awfully confident. I'm not going to hold back. Oh, I hope not. He doesn't look like a pushover though. He looks kind of weird. So anyways, this is going to be leader Xavier. He's starting off with the Shuckle right here. That's going to be pretty annoying, but that's fine. Shuckle here has the sturdy ability, has Berry Juice for an item, has Sticky Web, Curse, Rock Tomb, and Attract. I'm going to go ahead and fake out the Shuckle right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and set up a Momento. So just drop the Shuckle's stats. It's going to get up webs, unfortunately, but that's fine. We don't really care about our speed. So unfortunately, Cleaver is going to get caught in the webs. We should be faster than the Shuckle. And we're basically going to set up bulk ups on this. We're just going to set up until we're max. The Shuckle has the same idea as us, though. But that's fine. You know, we can play this game if he wants to play this game. So again, Curse is costing him his speed, and that's completely fine. Thankfully, we can see the stat boost as well on screen. Because sometimes I do forget that the stat boosts are there, and then I have to check my moves and check the power points to make sure that everything's fine. So one more Curse, and we've completely set up. And he is, well, he's max defense at this point, unfortunately. I'm just going to go for the low sweep. Oh, we are doing no damage. That's really unfortunate. So I'm going to have to slowly knock out this Shuckle. This is going to be frustrating. I don't know why he's continuing to use Curse, though. I think the AI might be broken. It's fine. It was only a matter of time until we got that crit as well. So Cleaver is now level 35. which is actually the same level as his strongest Pokemon. So that's fine. Next Pokemon is going to be Heracross. Has Guts for an ability, no item, Bug Bite, Brick Break, Counter, and Double Team. A really weird set. I'm going to go for the Ice Shard and just one-shot this thing. Keep in mind, I am a few levels over-leveled at this point, unfortunately. We can't really stop that with Cleaver here. But also keep in mind how strong this thing is. It is a Delta Scyther. It has a regular Scyther's base stats. Anyways, next up is Krogunk. Has Dry Skin for an ability, no item, Bulk Up, Drain Punch, Poison Jab, and Fake Out. It might fake me out, or it might not, that's fine. And we will level up again. Cleaver is going to want to learn Hail, which could be useful, but no. And next up is going to be Haunter. So again, Ice Shard, it's gone. Haunter had Levitate for an ability, has Black Sludge for an item, has Ominous Wind, Venoshock, Dazzling Gleam, Will-O-Wisp. So that could have been a problem, but it stood no chance against our Cleaver. Next up is Beedrill, the strongest member on his team. So Beedrill has the ability Swarm. That's not here to stay though, because it is holding the Beedrillite, and once it Mega Evolves into Mega Beedrill, it will have the Adaptability ability. As Bug Bite, Poison Jab, Knockoff, and Aerial Ace. So he is going to Mega Evolve his Beedrill into Mega Beedrill. I'm still going to one-shot it with Ice Shard. That Beedrill is actually pretty challenging to deal with though, because realistically, Mega Beedrill is really fast. Anyways, his final Pokemon is going to be Tentacruel. Has Clear Body for an ability, has Black Sludge for an item, has Muddy Water, Venoshock, Toxic, and Giga Drain. So this is basically what I have Slash for. It's faster than me, that's unfortunate. So we will get poisoned, but we will slash it away and knock it out. That is Leader Xavier. Man, I can't believe I lost. Man, I lost. How did you like my Beedrill though? That's called Mega Evolution. It's pretty impressive, right? Maybe one day you'll get to do it too. Take this too, a gift from me. And he will give us the TM for Venoshock. Venoshock is usually a pretty mediocre move. It only has 65 power. If it's used on a Pokemon that's been poisoned, it doubles in power. I think you'll want to head out to Helios City for your next gym. The leader there has a gym based around the sky. Good luck. Yeah, he doesn't have much else to say. So that is going to be the Xavier sweep. That was a lot of fun, actually. Hey, are you Icy? I've got a letter for you. Some guy in a blue suit and hair left it with me. This letter is for the one chosen by Mew. We have your friend. We will be waiting in the city dump. Come alone before he dies. Hope you don't mind. I took a peek at it. The Vipik dump is on the other side of the town. Alright, that's good to know. I'm just going to heal up really quickly. So Cleaver has already had its time in the spotlight. Cleaver is just an amazing Pokemon, especially at this point. It is hard to avoid over-leveling it though. But granted, I did go into that gym at like level 30-ish, and Cleaver came out of it literally at level 40. It basically soaked up a lot of experience. I tried to kind of spread the experience around between Ambipom, Grimer. Geto was kind of hard to give experience to though. And I probably won't be using Durant for quite a bit at this point. Durant's use has kind of disappeared at this point. Or rather, Durant is still actually really good. It's more like I don't want to use it now that we have a ton of deltas to choose from. I'm just going to go ahead and throw up the encounter list for the dump really quickly. As you can see, it's all poison types. And here you'll find a ton of Abyssal Cultists wandering around. You can avoid some of them, but you can't avoid all of them. They're kind of persistent. There is one cultist in particular that I actually haven't taken on yet, and they are just sitting there waiting for us. Unfortunately, we can't get all of the good items as well. I mean, the only items that we can grab here right now would be the Awakening and the Ice Seal. So anyways, this is the cultist that I was mentioning earlier. She's just sitting here waiting for us, unfortunately. So how about we do something about that and take her on? I'm actually doing this for a reason too. The reason being is Charmeleon is actually level 35, I believe. Please knock me out. I'm sort of trying to fodder off my Grimer. I won't be doing anything with Grimer for a while, so it's completely fine if it gets foddered. So hopefully the Frogadier knocks me out. Thank you. And again, as you can see, I've been trying to juggle the experience between my team and trying not to overlevel it. Cleaver hasn't really done anything. The main goal here is to evolve Charmeleon. So I'm just going to knock out that Frogadier. It's a weird Frogadier, it shouldn't have been that slow. And then we're going to go ahead and knock out this Kingler. Hopefully we can get some paralysis here. Or maybe not, that's fine. But that should be enough experience to get Charmeleon to level 36, and hopefully we can evolve Charmeleon. Look at him, he is glorious! I actually really like the design of this. So Delta Charizard is just so cool. It's even trying to learn Dragon Dance, which is unfortunate. I actually do want to do a Dragon Dance set later on though. It's just, take a look at our moves. Let me show them off really quickly again. Dragon Breath, Twister, Shadow Ball. The only physical move we have right now is Shadow Sneak, so no Dragon Dance for you, unfortunately. But most of the Abyssal Cultists have Pokemon that are around level 34, level 35 even. I think there's one of them with a 35. Oh yeah, there is. There's this one cultist that has a Relicanth, a Starmie, a Crawdont, and a Lolomola that are all level 35. It's absolutely insane. And again, you can avoid them, but they give pretty good experience, and they also give pretty good money. They're giving like 2,000 Pokédollars each. It's absolutely insane. Anyways, there's nothing else that we can really do here in the Vipik City Dump, but we can confront the Abyssal Cultist if we want. So I'll just show off how I have my team set up. I actually went back and I healed, so I'm just going to have Charizard taking the lead. I want to show that off a little bit, and I'll have Durant doing a bit of follow-up. Durant's actually still pretty good here. There is a lot of Crawdonts running around, and Durant helps to make sure that we can take care of those Crawdonts really easily. So let's confront them. I like how we can just run around them. It's kind of weird. So you came. In all honesty, I wasn't expecting you to. We heard you talking about Mew as I was walking by the gym. You know, someone who has a chance of being the hero of prophecy and saving the world should be a little bit more careful about what they might say. So here's the deal. You give us Mew in exchange for your friend. Don't do it, Icy. I'm not worth it. Yeah, you're right. You're not worth it. Very well. If you won't give it to us voluntarily, we'll take you out now and take the Mew by force. Cultists, go. Destroy this impudent child. Yes, ma'am. So we'll actually be entering a double battle with these cultists right here. So this double battle is really crazy. They're going to start off with the Dugong It could have Thick Fat, it could have Hydration, who really knows. Sheer Cold, Aurora Beam, Aqua Jet, and Brine. Also, when I said nobody really knows, we do kind of know. It's either one of those, it could be random for you. Starmie could have Illuminate, or it could have Natural Cure. And it has Rapid Spin, Swift, Recover, and Confuse Ray. So that Starmie is just fodder for my newly evolved Charizard. And the Dugong is kind of annoying too. Actually, we should be dealing with the Dugong first. Mainly because the Dugong has Sheer Cold, and you never know when that's going to hit. I really don't want to deal with that hitting me, so... I will Shadow Ball, and then hopefully... Okay, it will use the Aurora Beam on us. That's unfortunate. The Starmie can't do anything, so we are going to focus down the Dugong first. And hopefully, if I can not hit myself in confusion... Durant, you ruined everything. Oh, that is really, really unfortunate. I guess I'll go ahead and send out Ambipom, and Ambipom can deal with this. So I'll go ahead and I'll just Shadow Punch the Dugong, and hopefully Durant can clean up after the Charizard left behind. Thank you. So again, this Starmie can't really do anything. This Crawdaunt is a really, really weird set too. So it could be Hyper Cutter, it could be Shell Armor. It just depends on what you get. It has Swift, Protect, Taunt, and Knockoff. It's kind of like they were trying to hold back a little bit. Anyways, I'll go ahead and Shadow Punch the Starmie, and we'll go ahead and try to Bug Bite the Crawdaunt. Alright, that Crawdaunt is gone. So that's very nice. Unfortunately, Ambipom is a bit over leveled now. I'll just clean up after what's left now. There's only one Pokemon left, and it's very, very easy to handle. So finally, there should be a Skrelp. Skrelp is like the only unevolved Pokemon here. It has Poison Point or Poison Touch. It's Aqua Tail, Double Team, Toxic, and Water Pulse. It's not a problem. So hopefully we can finish this off. I think I'll go ahead and actually send in Ghetto here. You may also notice that Ghetto is beyond its evolution level, and I'll talk about that in a bit. But for now, I'll go ahead and hopefully finish off the Skrelp. Alright, there we go. The two of you are pathetic. Since you don't seem to be listening, kid, I'll take matters into my own hands. We can't convince you, so I'll ask Mew itself. Mew, hear this and listen well. This green liquid on the ground is heavily polluted. It is also highly corrosive. Falling into it would kill a person in seconds. Now, if you don't appear to me, I will push this child, Damian, into the pool. You wouldn't want that, would you? The end of an innocent life? Well, what do you say? Mew, you came? But you can't leave Icy alone. Pokemon like Mew are too predictable. Now, Mew, if you want these children to stay alive, come here. It's time for you to leave Icy and join us instead. Is that Shaman? Shaman purified the water using its Seed Flare ability. That was amazing! What? Shaman? Why is Shaman, another of the Pixied legendaries, here? Did Mew call upon it for help? We can't take on 2 legendaries at once. Abyssal Cult, retreat for now. I see. Damian, you better believe we'll be back soon. So, Shaman, huh? Why did you rescue me? You want to travel with me? That's incredible! Does that mean I'm one of the companions of a pixie Pokemon? Wow, I didn't think I was that special. But that means the prophecy could be about either me or Icy. And now the Abyssal Cult knows that Mew and Shaman have chosen us. We need to be very careful. I can't use Shaman except when it's safe. I need to go find Nora and tell her all the good news. I'll meet up with you later, Icy. And thanks for rescuing me. I appreciate it. Also, Mew will obtain the Shaman DNA. So now Mew can use Shaman's DNA to perform and use the Seed Flare ability, which will basically purify the water spots, or the polluted water spots, like we see here. Well, after we chase the Abyssal Cult out, we can freely explore the dump. Well, I'm going to go ahead and grab that rare candy. I actually forgot there were a few extra items here. Shaman actually purified this water, so we don't have to. So we can come over here and we can grab that Hyper Potion and just surf all the way back across the water again. And if we come over here to this trash pile, we can actually slip behind it, which you might not have noticed earlier. I actually kind of forgot about it just for that reason. So we can grab that Ultra Ball, and there's another pile of trash, a much smaller pile of trash, all the way at the front that we can also do this with. Should be right here. And we'll actually find the TM4 Infestation over here. So Infestation is a bug-type trapping move. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully we can do some neat things with that a little bit later on. But anyways, we have defeated the Abyssal Cult at the Vipik City dump, but there's no doubt that they'll be back for more. But I think that's going to be it for this part. Thank you so much for all the support. And thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, I hope it helps, and I will catch you all on the next one, where we will venture past Vipik City and see just what's out there for us. Peace.